Hey, what's up guys? So I don't want to make the intro too long, so I'll try to keep it quick. I just want to say like two quick things. First I wanted to say thank you to everybody who watched the video. You know, I think it's like at 120 something views right now, and that's pretty crazy to me. I didn't think it would get anywhere near that, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, thanks for everybody who commented and gave me some tips and stuff like that, so I appreciate it. Also, secondly, I wanted to say why the video's a little longer. I think it's like 10 minutes longer this time. Probably gonna be longer than that with this intro. But anyway, I actually did my whole schedule this week. Like last week, I didn't film like 2 days, and then I think I didn't go Thursday. No, I didn't go Saturday. So I didn't take the whole week. I didn't do the whole full schedule. So this time I did the full schedule, and I tried to include like something from each, like a little quick highlight from each class, like a lesson, and then obviously if we roll or like we spar, I include that. So it is a little longer this time, but I hope it's not too long. But if it is, if there's something that people are like, oh, I don't really like want to see that, or maybe I want to see more of this and less of this, let me know, and I'll edit it around that, I guess, or try to include what people want to see. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.
You can fight him for the hand, you can deal with that, right? But I like to just kick your hand forward, right? So if this hand's in here digging, it's my hand's up forward, or my foot is up forward. Sorry guys, my hands and my feet, they're the same thing to me. So, right guys, we're a nice slide position here. I've still got my knee bent on this far side, I'm up on my toes, cool? From here, one of the most simplistic positions that we can utilize. I don't recommend it for a sufficient amount of control, right guys? This is our easy peasy first step position. I'm gonna look to collect the legs, right guys? And I'm gonna slide my knee in underneath double leg entanglement. Right guys? As soon as we do our double leg entanglement, I want you guys to do one of two things. Either we're gonna weave their legs, right guys? Or we're gonna weave their legs, right? Cool? Oh, gunslinger, right? Yeah! Yeah! Right? Make sense, guys? Cool? So easy peasy, and you can do it in a hurry, right guys? Some of the other ones require opening the legs. Look, dude, if you gotta go in a hurry, right? It's just whoop, whoop, whoop. Get the sub there. There's a sub over here. There's a sub over here. Right, guys? We got lots of options for the subs, but we're not talking that stuff yet because I don't want you guys to hurt each other. Cool? Need to see it again, or you guys got it?
One more time.
Uno más. Boom. Same thing. Press. Step. Collect. Outside over the top. Right, guys? Consume the hips if we can. Right? That's going to help maintain the control position. From there, immediately, I want you to start swimming the legs. Cool? There's not a lot of options if the legs don't cross. But the second the legs start crossing, we get to break some shit. Cool? Cool?
1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is the first round from Monday. Bill left me a comment, and he said that to keep my elbows glued to my lats, for defense. So if I don't do that, I promise I took that into account. I just didn't see that until like Wednesday, so I didn't get to use it here. I go for a shoot, and it looks awful, but I end up holding his legs. I try to go for both, but I can't really do anything, so I kind of just hold, and I slip my head out because I felt like I was gonna try to do something. I don't remember what, but it didn't work out. He takes me down, and then he kind of just controls me here for a bit. So I started trying to spin around right here. Not really sure what I was doing. I guess I was trying to make him dizzy and then hope he just gets off me or something like that. But yeah, it doesn't work out. He stops me right there, and then he gets control, gets on top, and then he just starts laughing at me. He spins around right here, he gets side control, and then he holds that for a bit. So right here I try to get up to my back, and he gets me on my back, and I try to keep my chin under so he can't choke me.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I rolled over onto my back because I was hoping that he'd fall off. I didn't know he was as tight as he was, but yeah, he was pretty tight, and here he just ends up getting tapped. So we start up again, and I try to, I'm just grabbing his legs. I'm trying to like pass, you know, I don't know, I don't learn my lesson, so I just keep trying to pass and get into side control, but he spins around on me and I'm not really sure what to do there, so I kind of just try to put my weight on one of his legs and keep trying to pass, but obviously it's not working out too well. So right here he gets me with this cool spin move and he gets my leg, and I think it looks like he's going for like a heel hook, I don't know, but I make a really stupid move right there. I could have probably hurt myself pretty bad, but I got out of it. Luckily I didn't get hurt. I know not to do that anymore. But yeah, he gets on top, he sprawls out, and I just grab his leg because I'm like, I don't know what else to do. So I'll just grab his leg. So he takes my back right here and I kind of just fall down. I'm like on my knees and my butt kind of, and I'm trying to just take a break. But then, you know, I remember like everything I've learned on YouTube, you know, and I try to go into turtle because, you know, I've seen that on YouTube. And I sit there for a bit and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm good. I'll just get some energy. And then he just brings me back right here. I try to hook his leg. I try to hook his leg just so I can have something, I don't know, anything. And yeah, and then I kind of let go for a bit and he just brings me back. And then he gets me in another choke.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
So as the round starts, I still have no idea what to do, so I just revert back to trying to get side control, just pass his legs, get side control. Still has yet to work so far. I think I've done it like once or twice, but for the most part I just waste a lot of energy and rarely ever get it. That being said, I have been looking up stuff and, you know, watching YouTube and trying to find ways to get past that, so hopefully next week I can have some better footage and maybe I actually get past it, you know, by using technique. After playing a bit of patty cake and struggling, he gets me into his closed guard and we kind of wrestle around for a bit here. So he grabs my arm here, he takes me to my back, and I decide to plead for my life and give him a hug and let him know things don't have to end this way, and he doesn't like that idea. So he gets in my arm and we wrestle around for a bit, and eventually I struggle and delay the inevitable, but eventually he still gets a tap. Off the start of the round, I go for the same thing I've been going for the entire time and end up in his close guard yet again. Right here, I grab his arm and not sure what I'm trying to do, but I make the mistake of not keeping my arms together, so he gets my arm. I just reach through, put my hand underneath and try to pull with both my hands and get out. Eventually it works, and I think oh, never mind, he takes me down. So after having me in mount for a bit, I turn to my side and he gets me in side control. And right here, he pins my he pins my right arm with his knee. And then after a little bit, he does a little switch and he gets it pinned with the other leg. So after a bit, he gets his free leg and he wraps it around. And then he's gonna slide it right under my head. And right here, I already have nothing I can do. He has my arm as well. So he takes a break, he knows he's got me. Takes a break, grabs my arm, and then goes for the crank and gets the tap. So right here, he lets me take his back, and I should have taken advantage of this. I'm moving really slow, I'm like, oh, okay, let me grab it in. I was like, okay, he's gonna let me get a tap to make me feel better, but nope, I should have taken advantage, and I don't. After failing to get the rear naked choke, he flips around and it looks like he's trying to let me get him in his guard, but I remember something I saw on YouTube again, so I put my feet in his armpits and try to do something, and then he just takes me off screen and continues to maul me. I'm not even really gonna comment on this one. It was kind of, like I said, a lot of the same, me doing the same, but he does get a really cool omoplata on me, and it was just a pretty cool clip.
Motions. Jab, cross, hook, pause, wind back up, come up. I'm going to stay down here until I wind back, and I'm going to deliver power, unwinding coming up to the hook to the head. All right? Just don't do two real big hooks there. Don't cheat yourself. This should be your power shot. Everything in the combo, you've got different parts of your combo. You've got to enter into the zone, right? So working, there's always like, you know, what's the cherry on top? Those hooks are the cherry on top. That's when the power comes in. I want to hit a power delivered, and we'll come up hard to the head, right? This is just setting up. Boom. So don't cheat yourself by coming in with two little soft slaps at the end. Jab, cross, hook, staying down as I wind back up, and my legs coming up, hook, hard to the head, and opening my body up so I can generate that power with my hips and my upper body. Okay? So one last time. Jab, cross, stepping out, squat, boom, wind back up, and then up. Like I'm jumping up into this plank. There's a lot of power right there. Alright, everybody got it? Go with your partners, go back and forth. 1, 2, 3.
After I sweep him, so what he's gonna try to do is he's gonna come back up, okay? Usually what he's gonna try to do is he's gonna take his arm and push me back on my shoulder, right? So just like this, right? So if he tries to do that to come back up with my hand pushed that way, I'm gonna grab the tricep, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split, okay? Now what I have right now, I'm here. I'm not on my butt because I'm not done yet, okay? So I come here, now I'm gonna clothesline him, get his back to the mat, and then I mount, okay? You can go to the back, which we'll do, which takes a little bit more flinging. So, you know this drill, like an arm jack drill? That's what we're doing. So just go back. And it doesn't matter which arm, okay? They're gonna choose one arm. So you're probably gonna be posting like I am. So now I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna grab, post. Now I'm gonna switch my hips. Okay? From here. Okay? Now, what some people try to do from that same position is like, oh, well, I'll just like get up and I'm out. But then it becomes this battle of like, he's gonna push me and I'm gonna push him, right? So now what I wanna do is make sure that I evade it. I just gotta go around and I pivot. If I'm here and if I turn, there's nothing for him to push anymore, right? But also, as soon as I grab the tricep, I'm actually keeping his arm down. Now he couldn't bring it back. Here. And now, whatever you want to do from there. Does that make sense? Yeah? Alright, let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
This was after the fundamentals class. We kind of just messed around and had a bit of fun. I thought this was a funny clip. So this is still Thursday. This is after the advanced gi class. I go for a shoot there. Obviously, still working on those. They're not very good. I was trying to do a takedown here, but instead it just looks like I'm dancing and like tippy-toeing or something. But yeah, we kind of get to the floor, and then we're wrestling for each other's hands. I elbow him in the face right there, so I'm just checking, make sure he's good. Right here, I try to smash pass, but I put my leg, try to put my weight on his leg, but he kind of gets me up right away. And he gets me right here and gets me with the takedown. I get him in my guard, and I'm trying to pull him closer to me. Well, here in a second, I start trying to pull him closer to me, but he has one of his arms on my arm, so I'm trying to get that off, but he keeps it on there pretty much the whole time, so I'm not able to bring him close to me. Usually, I try to bring someone close, and then I try to get like a triangle. It's just one of the things out of the videos that I've watched that I retained, but he postures up, and then so I have to just try to get back, and then he keeps pushing toward me, so I just trying to frame on his body. And here I'm trying to grab his sleeve, and then I'm also trying to grab the collar, and I'm trying to do a sweep, but I'm not able to do that, so I just keep framing. And then he has one of my legs, he has me in half guard, or I get him in half guard, and he breaks out of that, and then it just gets full mount. I skipped a bit because he had me in mount for a while, and here I make an attempt to get out.
Denied.
So I do eventually end up getting out right here, and he goes to his back. Right here I do end up passing him, and I get into side control, and then from there I start trying to work on one of the drills that we did, but people get kind of close to us, so we have to end up resetting. So right here we restart. I give him the sleeve because he had my sleeve, so I just want to make sure we start where we were at. And from there, I put his arm down again, and then I put one of my knees over it. And then from there, I try to swap my leg. I put my leg over my other leg and then swap and get it under there. And I pull him up onto his side, and the time ends, unfortunately. Here at the start of this round, I try to do my best Steven Seagal impression, so I smack his hands around and stuff. And from there, I try to, you guessed it, get side control. And he gets me in his guard. I don't know if that's like closed guard or what, but he gets me down onto my stomach, and then from there he just flattens me out and starts whispering sweet nothings into my ear. Right here he rolls me back over, and now that I'm watching it, I can see he seemed like he planned to get my arm the whole time, and we kind of just wrestle here back and forth for a bit. And then he ends up taking me right here. He starts getting my arm. Right here, I think I'm doing something slick. I try to go into turtle, but instead he has other plans, and he flips me and gets the arm bar and the tap. I'm not going to show too much of this clip, but right here, I try to wrap my leg around his head again, like last week. Doesn't work, but I go for it again, and I actually do get it this time, and I bring him back. After a bit of wrestling, I do end up getting away, and it's not much, but I was proud of it. So this is on Thursday, and right here, this guy that I'm sparring, and then the next one I spar, actually they're brothers. They're new to the gym. They're pretty cool guys. I really enjoy sparring with them. But this week I tried something different, and I tried a bit of like keeping my left hand down, kind of sort of like a long guard, but yeah, it felt pretty good. I liked it a lot, so I'm probably going to try to experiment with that and like, you know, decide on when and when not to keep my hand down, stuff like that. And then I was using a lot of feints as well. He slips right there. I'm so sweaty that he kicks me, and as soon as he puts his foot down, he just slips. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that, you know, work with like kind of with like a long guard, and then I'm also gonna try to work in more feints. one thing I did like about keeping my left hand down and like having like a kind of a long guard was I felt like I was able to dodge easier and just move better. But I did notice a lot of more head kicks were thrown at me, so that's something I got to watch out for moving forward. I did have a kind of a question to ask for anybody who watches and makes it to this point. I don't know, do you guys prefer if I kind of just leave the Muay Thai sparring kind of bare, don't really say anything, or would it be better if I kind of talked about what I'm trying to do and like thinking at the moment? Or yeah, just let me know, in the comments, please, if what you guys would prefer, because I kind of feel like there's not much I can say about the sparring. This is pretty funny. In the background, you can see Joe go for a cartwheel kick, and then he comes up and gets a good punch. That's about it for the video, guys. I'm going to let it play out, let the rest of this play out, but I just wanted to say thank you to the people, for watching, subscribing, for commenting. I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot, and I'm going to keep putting videos out every Sunday. I'm really slow with the editing. I like to do a little bit by little, so I try to finish it by Sunday. So coming up right here, he gets a good kick, and I feel his toe on my temple.